Right, hello everyone. That was exciting, wasn't it? Some intro credits. Yes, we had intro credits. It's very exciting. Love it. So we are live. Well, we've been live for a few minutes. We've had some technical issues. I think it's fair to say. We've been trying some new kits today, so yeah, it's been interesting so far. And I need to just do something here. But yeah, we are here. And we are live. And I'll start talking properly about things in a moment. Just if you're a regular here, you know it's we just like to get ourselves set up. Let's get flight radar. We've got something. Oh, that's Ryanair just landed, which will bring to you possibly. No, okay. So yeah, welcome to the stream. We've got 4 people I can see at the moment. I'm just going to do some little bits of sharing it around so we get as many people on as possible. So just bear with us for the moment. If you've just joined us, we are just getting started. But hopefully, if you were there at the beginning, you would have seen our we've got some new stuff that we've rolled out on this stream. So we've got we had some nice intro. What am I trying to say? Intro credits. What do you call it? We had some titles at the beginning, which is brilliant. Thanks to Jim for that because he did a brilliant job in pulling that together. And then at the end, which hopefully you'll still join us for, we will have some titles some credits to show you, which we've added as well. So yeah, just trying to obviously make things look as good as possible, trying to add these extra bits as we continue doing these streams. Sorry if I'm sounding slightly distracted. I'm just sharing on our Instagram that we are live. Trying to multitask at the moment. Jim's doing a fantastic job as always, getting us shots. Well, a lovely private jet showing at the moment. That's that done. Let's just see what that is, actually. So it's a NetJets Europe from Florence, just landed. They did an interesting approach, actually, for those that are on flight radar. If you look at the approach, it kind of came in, because it was, as we were setting up, Jim sort of noticed it. That's a strange approach. I don't know if it missed its approach, because it looks like it was coming in on its approach, and then it veered off and did a loop, and then came back round and landed. So we didn't catch it, unfortunately, but I think, yeah, potentially that was possibly a missed approach issue. Don't know. Nice little jet though. That's sorry, I didn't even tell you what the jet was. But it's either Bombardier or Bombardier. I don't know which is the usual name for it. But yeah, let's go with Bombardier. Sound posh, but that's a Bombardier Challenger 350. Very nice jets. And we've got Ryanair coming in from Seville. Very nice part of the world. Operated by Malta Air. So I think today as well, sorry if I'm being quiet at the moment, I'm just trying to share the live stream around as much as possible, the link to it anyway. So Storm Ashley, I know a few other YouTubers are out there today as well, that are playing spots. And a few of them are saying about Storm Ashley. Now, I looked on the Met Office and it said it's more up north. So don't know if we'll be affected by that. The winds are not that strong here at the moment. I mean, if you look out at the trees, we've got a lot of rain, so I see a lot of spray today from the takeoffs and so on. But yeah, I think in terms of the actual the weather, I don't think we're getting the effects of Storm Ashley. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And I think this is this one of our heavies. Yes, so this is Dreamliner, first heavy of the day. Boeing 787 Dreamliner going to Cancun, Mexico. Also, just to tell you the ops today, it's different. So most of the time we come here, we're on 3-3 ops. It's normally the case, but today we are on 1-5. So yeah, makes a nice change to have different ops today. And if you're watching, give us a comment in the chat if you're able to. Some people do watch this without a YouTube account because, you know, that's a thing, I suppose. But yeah, and I don't know if you're able to chat, so I need to look into that because I know some of my family members do watch without a YouTube account. Oh, we got a helicopter. Sorry, that was like a squirrel moment. Yeah, so chat if you can. If you can't, keep watching and enjoying the action. And this is not on flight radar, so oh, there we go. I've got it. So that is Thunder Aviation, a Leonardo AW119 Koala. That's come from Denham, wherever Denham is. It's just on the outskirts of London by the looks of it. There we go. Nice bit of helicopter action, always good. Catch that kind of thing. So if you want an idea of the weather today, it is raining, as you can see there. That's the trees you can see that are nearby the car park. But yeah, it's not great conditions. Thankfully, we're nicely undercover here, so yeah, we're doing all right. Right, so I think I've done everything in terms of sharing the link around. So hopefully that's now out there where it needs to be. And yes, so and also, so this will be our last live stream of the year. We are fair weather streamers. Yeah, we're definitely fair weather streamers. Not yeah, we're not ones to come here in November and December and January and February, where it's probably going to be absolutely freezing. It's nice weather today in terms of the temperature, but yeah, we're this will be our last live stream of the year, and then we think we'll be back in kind of March, April, roughly next year is the plan. So yeah, so nice to finish with hopefully some good action today. It's usually quiet when we first start. Let's have a look. So today as well, I've filtered my flight radar, which I think I talked about. So the last time we attempted to stream. We were at East Midlands. Unfortunately, we did. I'll talk about that a bit later. We will go back to East Midlands. We clashed with the events at Donington nearby, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, but on flight radar, if you're on flight radar, you can filter by airport, so it's great. So I can just look on flight radar now, and I can see basically just aircraft that are coming in or going out of Birmingham, which is very handy for when you're live streaming on a plane spotting channel. So yeah, that's a very handy thing they've got on flight radar to allow you to do that. If you ever want to do that, and you can filter as well by aircraft, airline, all kinds of things. So yeah, if you're on flight radar, nice little feature to use. So yeah, it's not it's quite grey today. It's quite drizzly. We've got, I think that's about to take off, which is not showing on my flight radar. But this has happened before with this. Yeah, this is the Rogue Logan Air one that never appears on flight radar. I've taken my filter off just to check, but no, that's I bet that's going to Aberdeen. That's the one that normally appears that doesn't. Yeah, it's the one that. Yeah, it's the one that for some reason never appears on flight radar. But I know it goes to Aberdeen. Jimmy, we're not getting any sound through on. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's coming through now. Sorry about that, folks. Just missed a sound issue there. You just had to hear my dulcet tones for the most of the time, rather than the the planes, but it's fine. And I can see some comments. Who have we got commenting? Ah, there's my moderator. Hi, Joe. You can hear me good, and the quality is good actually because we've got a new headset that we did use last time at East Midlands, because the previous one I had was I can't remember the technical name for it, but this one is a cardio. What is it, Jim? Cardioid, is it? Cardioid. So this is cardioid, where it creates a heart shape, hence the cardioid name, around you, and then you don't hear the sound because in the car park here we are surrounded by Uber drivers that use this as a kind of holding area before they go, I guess, pick people up from the airport or wherever they need to be. So we do normally pick up quite a bit of sound around us, because my previous mic, I can't, again, Jim would have to tell me what the name is for that one, but that one had the tendency to pick up any background noise, which wasn't great. So yeah, so it's good now we're got this better headset. But yeah, we're a bit late. I'll talk you through why we're a bit late today. So we were just in the setup, we were just having some issues, basically just getting everything connected. So it just took a bit of a technical investigation between me and Jim, trying to sort it out, and we sorted it out, and we're here, and we're pleased we're here now. But yeah, I'll talk about East Midlands for so anyone that was watching last time. We managed, I think, 40 minutes. So the reason we only managed 40 minutes was that there was an event on at Donington, and I think it's something like their biggest event of the year at Donington. And what was happening was, of course, we were trying to live stream, and I think we only lasted 40 minutes because I think the events at Donington suddenly kicked into life, and there was a lot of live streamers there, and people with a lot more connection power than certainly we have. And yeah, they just took all the capacity away. We even looked at where the tower was, and we were sharing a cell tower with Donington. And yeah, we just got essentially kicked off. We were the smaller fry, and yeah, we just couldn't get a connection. But the brilliant thing is that we managed to get loads of footage, because we went there on the Saturday and the Sunday. And I just want to give a big call out to Jim on this, because he did a hell of a job putting the video together. Please go onto the channel and have a look at it. A really good video, all pulled together very well. This is where he is certainly the brains of this operation in terms of the camera work, the editing, and so on. Although I'm not claiming to be any kind of brains of the operation. Excuse me, but excuse me. But yeah, he did a really great job of pulling that video together. So as much as we didn't get to do what we wanted to do at East Midlands, we did manage to get a load of footage, and we had the interview with Stuart, which was really good as well. And we've got a good a strong connection there now with Stuart and the Aero Park. So we will definitely go back to the Aero Park, but it will definitely be in the warmer months. So it will be next year at some point. But we're talking to Stuart about various other things that are going on as well. So who knows, there might be some more stuff happening in the future that we do with Stuart's and at the Aeropark. And Joe, I have seen your question, sorry. Any long haul flights due in today? Yes, there is. So there will be the A380, which should be due in about 15 minutes. I can't see it on radar at the moment, but we have got the Dreamliner, so the Saudia, which is very much nearby now. That's just crossed over Rugby or near Rugby. So we've got that coming in from Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So that's probably going to be the next long haul flight in. But yeah, certainly got the Dubai arrival, the A380. We've also got, what else have we got coming in long haul? I mean, we just had a long haul. We had the one that went out to Cancun. We've got an arrival from Doha as well, which is the Qatar. That'll be the Dreamliner as well. We have got one we haven't caught before on the channel, although it's not showing as even active at the moment. So I don't know if that's going to be, or where that even is. But there's the Air China 777 freighter from Beijing. But that's supposed to be landing at 2:15, and I'd expect that should be showing on flight radar, but it's not even showing. So don't know. Not going to get excited about that because we haven't seen that before. So yes, I have. I've just been plugging the video, Joe. Well, I assume you can still hear me because I've just plugged our East Midlands video. I'm going to have to just make sure now that I'm coming through all right. That my sounds are showing fine. Yeah, I've literally just talked about that video that you've mentioned. Brilliant East Midlands video. Because I gave Jim loads of compliments, and that doesn't happen that often. Yeah, I can't be too nice to him. Right. So anyway, now I've got all that stuff out of the way. We can focus on the planes now. We've got that nice ATR there. I don't recognise the airline. Zymex, I think it is. Yeah, nice little ATR sitting there. There's the normal 737, which is, I can't remember, is it West something Airlines? It's the one I can never remember the name of. West Atlantic, that's the one. So the West Atlantic 737 is behind that ATR, which you'll probably see in shot. But the rain is really coming down now. So it might just make things a bit tasty for the pilots today. Might get some go-arounds possibly. So we've got a TUI 737 on the way in from Faro in Portugal. Yes, just to plug the video again for those that have just joined. Yeah, have a look at our East Midlands. I think it's called East Midlands Plane Spotting playlist, and the video that Jim pulled together with all the footage from the weekend we went there is available. So go and give that a thumbs up, give it a like even. So yeah, we've got TUI 737, which is getting, if I'm looking down the runway at the moment, we are losing some visibility, which is definitely going to make it interesting for the pilots, because that's getting quite foggy out there now. And there's the 737 just landing. Yeah, I think if it gets any worse, they might have to start using their auto lands potentially. Takeoffs will be fine. Yeah, you see some lovely spray now from the kick up from the reversers. So yeah, so that was the TUI 737 from Faro coming in. Next after that is going to be Turkish Airlines from Istanbul. Another 737 coming in. That's about 3 minutes out at the moment. Yeah, I think in all our streams because we only started. I mean, the channel we only started in January this year. I don't know how many live streams we've done now, but I think this is probably the worst weather one we've had. I think all the other ones have been either sunny or we haven't had much rain. But like I said, we're undercover here in the car park, which is great. I'm not sure it'd be a great experience standing outside doing something like this. So yeah, this Zymex, I haven't heard of that before. I wonder if that's a freight. Looks like a freight ATR, I think, because the windows are no windows on that one. So yeah, freight ATR. Actually, if I look at I love these all flight radar. If I look at what's on the ground, I might be able to identify it that way. There is for those who know Birmingham Airport quite well, the wedge tail plane that's been coming in here quite often. I think when it was first seen here, it wasn't painted. It was still in its, I suppose, the manufacturer's livery. I guess it's all green and looking a bit peculiar, but that landed here yesterday, all painted up. So we can't see it from our position. It's in one of the hangars on the left. But yeah, that's an interesting plane. Have a look it up on Flight Radar. It's very unusual. I assume that big wedge that's sitting on the back of the plane is obviously used for some kind of surveillance, maybe, or radar activity. And here's the Turkish Airlines 737 from Istanbul. But yeah, very interesting helicopter, not helicopter, plane even. Sorry, I'm just trying to look. I was looking at Flight Radar and seeing the word helicopter, and then just said that in that instance. Just seeing if I can find this ATR. The airline doesn't show for aircraft on the ground, so I don't know. See, I'm calling it an ATR. It looks like an ATR, but maybe it's not an ATR. It's certainly not showing as being on the ground here. Strange. Yeah, don't know. One to Google, maybe. Anyway, back to the planes. We've got a KLM coming in. Another 737. That's third 737 in a row. Right. This is great. A comment from someone that is either not my wife or one of my friends. Drains Are Us Limited, a proper streamer. Oh, thank you very much. Like the name, Drains Are Us Limited. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Keep the comments coming. Okay, so yeah, we've got this KLM 737 coming in, and then we've got our first heavy of the day, which is the long hauls from Jeddah, which is the 787 Dreamliner. Average flight time is about 6 hours. I thought it was longer actually from Saudi Arabia, but there we go. I'm just reading the comments. It's great to get comments. It's great to get people talking. We'd like to build up. I know we only stream on a monthly basis, but we'd like to build up a community here. So yeah, keep talking. Right, so that's the KLM 737 from Amsterdam. So that's the West Coast Atlantic 737. It's here regularly. I assume it's its base. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just going to call you drains. So I think you're right because there's certainly, from what I was looking at on the Met Office app earlier, I mean the weather was supposed to be getting better here, but it does say that it's getting better. But certainly the warnings they're more up north than anything. I don't think, but it is visibility is definitely getting worse here. But yeah, weather is supposed to get better. Depends which app I've got 3 weather apps, so depends which one you look at. But certainly from 3 o'clock onwards, it's saying, it's 3 o'clock onwards, it's going to be better. I mean, we don't mind because we're undercover, and also it just, it might give us some entertainment in terms of like go arounds or whatever. So, yeah, I live on flight path, and it's getting rough. Oh, right, okay, interesting. Yeah, because that visibility at the moment is, not good. Right. So anyway, so we've got the next one in is the one from Saudi Arabia. Not a first long haul flight of the day because we had the departure to Cancun earlier, which was the TUI 787. But somewhere in the mist, in the distance there, we will see. That plane coming in. It's just about a minute away. Yes, Chris, that is right. This is the epitome of British weather today. Rainy and grey. But for aviation purposes or for aviation live streamers, it's great because we just might get a bit more interesting activity happening. And there it is. Wow, look at that spray. Now, obviously, that's a Dreamliner. That's a 787. So it's going to use a lot more of the runway. But yeah, look at that reverser kicking in with all that spray. Rain is wet and delicious. So he has used pretty much the full runway there to stop. Wow. I imagine his auto brakes there were maybe. Yeah, I don't know if he. They don't normally, because they don't normally have to go all the way down. Well, they're saying that we used to opt the other way. But yeah, he took up the whole runway there to stop. Rob, of all the years I've known you, I never thought I'd watch the live stream. Yeah, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought, eh, Chris? And hello, Raju. Hello, and you are in Pakistan. Okay, so not doing my job here. I'm looking at what planes are coming in. So we've got, well, I can't really see it very well. You can just about catch that EasyJet that is on its way out, or taxiing, I should say. Yes, we are drones, yeah. From the NCP multi-story, the cargo one. Yeah, so that's going to Belfast, regular service here. But yeah, you probably lost that now because it's very much, yeah, the rain is really coming across the airport at the moment. No, Chris, I'm not going to speak Welsh. That's not happening. So I think he's just turning onto the runway now. So visibility isn't great. Because the rain is really coming down now, and it's taking, yeah, it's really streaming across the airport. Just about to see the lights of the EasyJet that's about to take off. Just see if there's any arrivals. Yeah, there's a Jet 2 on its way in from Barcelona. And also a CityJet from Frankfurt, CRJ 1000. We should just now be able to catch this EasyJet going out. Okay, yeah, it's just firing his engines up now. Okay, so that's the EasyJet going to Belfast. Jim, can you just check the mic on camera too? I don't think that the levels don't seem to be right. It's really low. It's as high as it can be, but it's just staying down here. If you look down here, it's really low. It's like down there. Yeah, afraid so, Chris. Sorry, guys, just have to bear with us a moment. We're just checking the levels on. Yeah, okay. On the mics.
Yep.
I'm just turning your one off at the moment.
I haven't changed your settings. So
No.
it should be on.
So I'm coming through now, but it's... Sorry, folks. Just bear with us a moment. We're just having some sound issues. I'm coming through. Okay. I thought it was. Right, let's try and beef me up a bit. Sorry, I'm just mixing sounds here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think we're... That's better. I'm not finishing sentences. Sorry, and I'm really behind on the comments. So, can we get some... I know we did that bit. Penny, how much does Rob pay you for this? Or is it... Thanks, Trains. Yeah, it'll be... we're sitting on, I think, what, 706 subscribers. So, but we're here. We're not here to, be building huge amounts of subscribers. We know what we are. We just want to share aviation content, with people, which is either this live streaming, this Jet2, which I'm not telling you what it is, Jet2 from 737 from Tenerife. We give you this live streaming content, which we do monthly, and then we also upload retrospective stuff as well that we catch. So we're here to post we're here to give you aviation content. We're not about trying to get loads of things from it, if that makes sense. We both love our aviation. That's what we want to share with the world, or the 706 people that subscribe to us. Thanks, Trains. I hope you sell more trains with you more trains. Oh, Chris. If someone's going to bring entertainment to the chat, it's definitely Chris. Right, so let's see some more planes coming in. Hopefully the sound's okay. I'll just check it again in a moment, because I was conscious we weren't really getting... you weren't getting the plane noise, which is quite important. Okay, so we've got the next plane in is a CityJet from Frankfurt, about a couple of minutes away. Nice little plane, the CRJ. Myself and Jim have been on that when we went to Belgium a couple of years ago. I always talk about this plane because it was quite funny because they, as much as it's a small plane, it does have a business class section on it, or that particular airline we travelled with. I can't remember what the airline was, but they had a business class part on the CRJ, and it was just the front of the plane basically.
Brussels Airlines.
Who was it? Sorry.
Brussels.
Oh, was it Brussels? Brussels Airlines. There we go. So it's Brussels Airlines, and I think they've, they've got they got a glass of champagne and probably a meal. But we were only flying over to Brussels, funnily enough, and so it wasn't a long flight. But I'm sure they enjoyed it all the same. Can't beat a bit of business class. Right, I think that CityJet is due. Oh, we've got to go around. Jim, go around. Get the camera. Go around. First go around of the day. There we go. Wow. Oh, that's quite a climb now. So there we go. We thought it would probably happen at some point. So I think they called that relatively early because they were coming in. They were fine. You know what? It's funny actually because they've gone around there where the visibility is literally just cleared up. So, but this is what the pilots are trained to do. If the conditions aren't right, if they're off centre line, whatever, they've got to call it. So there we go. First go around of the day from the CityJet from Frankfurt. We thought we'd definitely get at least one today. Right. Let's have a look in the comments again. Thanks, Chris. We've known Rob for 9 years. He's not there just you want to hear me. Yeah, well, to be fair, that is true, though. You wouldn't want to hear me just talking about myself. The planes are definitely more interesting. Just kidding. Rob is goated. He's the pride of Wales. Oh, dear. And be sure to give us a like on the stream as well. Give us a thumbs up. We're on Instagram as well. If you're on Instagram, follow us on there. Right, so what's happened to that CityJet? Right, they've gone. Oh, the A380 is on its way in because the CityJet is nearby the A380. Now, if you have just joined, please stick around because the spray that the A380 will kick up with the 4 engines is going to be immense. So that will be a landing to stick around for. So that CityJet, yeah, they are probably going to have to get back into the approach, back into the loop. And I can hear people nearby us. They're probably, it does attract a lot of attention, the A380. I think it's probably, apart from some of the 747s that come in, it's probably the biggest, one of the biggest planes that comes into Birmingham. Oh, and here we've got the, what's that? Oh, 737, TUI 737 from Palma de Mallorca. Flight time roughly about just over 2 hours. They'll be gutted because I bet the weather in Mallorca is probably a lot nicer than here. Well, that's pretty much guaranteed actually. Let's have a look. What's the temperatures like in Mallorca at the moment? Yeah, 24 degrees with sun, coming back to 12 degrees with rain. Although the rain is definitely clearing up. We've got visibility back now. You couldn't see across the airport from the kind of solar panels upwards, but yeah, the rain seems to have cleared, and I'm looking at the trees. Yeah, it's certainly not falling like it was. So, yeah, that would be chaos, Chris. Yeah, let's be thankful that you're not doing that. Right, so the A380. Let's keep an eye. So we've got a couple of planes to keep an eye on at the moment. The CityJets. That was the first go around. That's still going out to get into the into the approach. I've got a few looping around at the moment. Let's just check on the weather actually, what flight radar's saying for the weather. So rain, funnily enough, 15 degrees, so the temperature's gone up a bit. Wind 12 knots at the moment, 170 degrees direction. So that makes sense actually with the ops, because I think they do the runway ops, they do it based on wind direction, and they're on 1.5, winds 1.7, makes sense. And if you didn't know this, as a little fact, because I found this out, well, probably a few years ago now, but I strangely didn't know this, that the number of the runway is the direction. So 1.5 is 150 degrees. 33 or 33, I should say, is 330 degrees. So it's the directions on the compass. Yes, there probably are, Chris. The water from a Jolter, because it don't taste like water. Right, so let's see what we've got coming in. So we've got a Jet 2, 737, popular with the 737s today. Another one from Faro. Yeah, look at that cloud cover. Though I think the wind is moving those clouds away, but which is good. So yeah, here's the Jet 2 from Faro. Lots of spray. Okay, let's have a look, because we can see where that A380 is. Okay, the A380 taking quite a wide loop at the moment. There's that CityJet gone. CityJets, oh, there. I think they're having to rid at the moment. There's that CityJet gone. CityJets, oh, there. I think they're having to really rejoin. Yeah, it's so useful to having this filter on, because I can see all the planes coming in, and the CityJet go around is having to really line up behind all the traffic. There's a lot of arrivals at the moment. Not many departures at the moment. Just having a look to see if there's anything ready to go out. Yeah, mainly arrivals. But we can see them now, which is great, because if you'd have joined probably about 15 minutes ago, we had no visibility across the across the airport. So I think the A380 might even be our next landing. It's a bit late. It normally gets in about 12:30. But that is going to be a sight, because that is a wet runway today, and that's going to kick up some real spray. So please stick around and enjoy that. So the rain's coming down again there now, looking at these shots. It had let up a little bit, but suddenly started again, so we might lose some visibility again. What are you having for breakfast, Chris? Tell us. Share it with the world. Okay, I don't know if the airport, this is where unfortunately we can't listen to air traffic control. Plane seems to be putting into a hold at the moment. I imagine that's because of the weather conditions. Ground ops movement there. Because the A380 I thought was lining up, but I think that's going to, yeah, it's going to loop around again. So I think they're being put in a bit of a hold, maybe. So yeah, we're going to be a bit light on action for the moment because there's nothing. Oh, actually, there's a Ryanair starting its taxi, which is going to go to Cork. Oatmeal with brown sugar. Very nice. Is that basically porridge? You guys call it oatmeal, don't you? You call it porridge. So yeah, so the A380 has gone into a bit of a hold. Just looking at the others, there's a Ryanair from Ibiza, that's in a bit of a hold as well. Yeah, TUI from Dubrovnik's in a hold. Jet 2 is probably going to go into a hold. So yeah, there's a lot of planes above us at the moment that are, well, not above us specifically, but they're in a bit of a hold. Holding pattern, I should say. There probably is a name for these holds. I don't know, unfortunately. But I know every airport, when they have specific names for each of the holds. See, oats and water, I prefer oats and milk. But I know that's probably healthier, what you're having. I know you're on your health kick, so but no, I'm more of an oats and milk man than oats and water. Right, so yeah, we've got lots of planes in the hold. The CityJet, the go around that we had is so interestingly, the CityJet is coming in. No, it's all right. I thought that was lining up to come in the opposite runway, but it's not. And it's at 5,300 feet. So, yeah, that's going to come right over the airport. But I doubt we'll see it because visibility-wise, it's not great. It's probably above the clouds. So, yeah, if you're looking on flight radar at the moment, there are lots of planes in the hold. Can't tell you the exact reason why, apart from I assume it's probably the weather. The weather has got better, so seems a bit strange. Wind hasn't changed, still 12 knots. Temperature's 15 degrees, so we'll just have to wait out. The CityJet is about to go over the top of us. I don't think we'll catch it because it's 5,300 feet, so might get a glimpse, but I doubt it. I think that's too high. Don't know how high the clouds are today. I don't think we'll catch that. Jim's going to try. Yeah, I don't think we'll have much luck, unfortunately, with that. I probably should say as well, while we've got this kind of lull, so we'll be on, this is the first of 2 live streams, so this is, we normally do, we can hear the CityJet going over at the moment. We do a couple of hours each stream, so we'll be on this stream for another probably hour or so, I'd say. And then we'll be back on, we'll have a break for lunch, and then we'll be back on a bit later for another 2 hours, and then we'll head off. So just to give you the plan for the day. So yeah, that CityJet has just gone over. And the rest of the planes are all holding. I'm just seeing which one's going to come out of it first. Flying for the day. And also, they're always prepared for this eventuality if they have to be put into a hold. So they always have the extra fuel. That's put, when they refuel, when they fuel up, they always do extra fuel because they may end up in the hold. And I imagine with the conditions they probably did. But anyway, I do wonder if they're waiting for the CityJet to come in and land. because that was the go around. I think don't know if this A380 is going to come out the hold. Looks like it's going to, but I think the CityJet's still too high. We've got an engine startup near us. Don't know what it is at the moment. There's a Ryanair taxiing out on the other side of the airport, but yeah, something is definitely starting up on our left side here in the private jet area, or the cargo area. So, yeah, that sounds like a private jet. We'll catch that. Ah, Ethan. Hi, Ethan. Nice to see you on. Ah, are they changing ops? Runway 33. Ah, okay, interesting. Right. I assume that's what you mean, Ethan, that they're changing, that's why they're holding, and they're changing to 33. Okay. Yeah, Jim, they're changing ops, so they're going to start coming in the other way. Right. Can you just clarify that, Ethan, that you said runway 33 news, because they were on 15, 15, I should say. Is that what you're saying, that they've changed stops? Is that why they're holding? Although that Ryanair is, actually, it's all right, I found out myself. Yeah, the Ryanair is taxiing down to 43. Well, there you go. So that explains it. Thank you, Ethan. Yeah, okay, makes sense.